from Man City Fan Chat. How you guys doing? There's no one on yet, so I don't know how you're doing. What a day. What a day. Very busy for me. It seems to be always the way. Well, generally, it's very good to be busy. Keep yourself busy. He's not in the house yet, but that's obviously we're going to talk about Cancelo in a big, big way. No one's online yet. No one to say hi to. Let's get. Here we go. I think someone's online now, and just gonna get a message out to people to let them know that we're online. Slowly getting our subs up to people to let them know. Let's turn that volume down and get that on. So let's see who's online, and we'll have a few hellos. There's 2 people online, but no one's shouting out yet. A minute down the line, wow, no one. Well, must be something really important going on tonight to get no one to comment within 2 minutes. But we'll talk about that. Let's talk about the agenda, okay? So we are live on. We're going to talk about Cancelo. I mean, we have to talk about Cancelo. That's the main thing. The deal is almost done. That's probably as much as I want to say. There's nothing else to really talk about. Cancelo deal is almost done. There's other bits and pieces going about, but let's be honest. That's the main bit of business tonight is Cancelo. And let's just send messages. Who should we send messages to? Get a few people in the house to get involved. Let's tell Carl. I'm trying to get Cobby on. Get Cobby, and it's probably is your lot. That's enough people on the channel, and we'll get going. Let's try and get some people from all over the place. Don't need to be City fans. Anybody's welcome. Let's get Blackpool Blu-ray on as well, and let's go for it. That's giving you guys enough time to get on. 4 people, no one talking. I can't believe this. 3 minutes in, no one talking. Wow. I'll talk. Make sure it's working. I'm here and I'm on my own. Let's look at some other bits and pieces that we might be able to talk about. Pep talking about the Champions League. Liverpool, the Echo stories. I'm trying to get some more information on a story I read in the Echo today. It's not people I will read, but it just popped up on my timeline. So trying to get some information, but people want to put stuff out there as fact without backing it up, and then you have to go. If you're not going to back it up, why put it out there? And then a little bit of Lucas Demetria, but so Lucas Demetria is, I said, he's a minor player for City. It's not big news. Let's be quite honest. The big news is Cancelo. That's the big news. And as I say, we'll talk about the transfer claims, about what Klopp and Pep have said, and Pep being such a classy guy and congratulating Klopp on winning the Champions League. Hi, Danny. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, guys. I hope you're fine as well, Cole. There's a few people on tonight, 7, but no one's wanting to talk. We're 4 minutes in, and no one's wanting to talk. I've just finished a chat with a Liverpool fan, nearly an hour with him, and straight off onto the live stream. Me, guys, busy. I hope you've seen my the first 2 parts, part 1 and 2 of the football finances videos, where I met Colin Savage, who's a King of the Kipax writer, City Matters representative. He's an ex-accountant, and he is podcaster for Bolt from the Blue, like myself. Who's another accountant who works at Liverpool University as a lecturer in basically football. He's another expert on football finances, and he just chats football. He does. We're chatting with him. He does about 20 different media outlets every single week. So he's there everywhere, on radio, TV, online. He's there. He's everywhere. So very, very interesting chat with him. And hopefully you've seen the first 2 parts. I've got 2 more parts because we were there that long. There's 2 more parts to that video. And very interesting. We talked about FFP and financial regulation. We've talked about net spend. The next part of the video is about Liverpool and Man City's finances. We're not bothered about United. City's finances and the UEFA investigation, Liverpool's finances, and then we just do a general chat at the end. Hi, Football Fan Chat. Hope you're well. Yeah, they're cracking stuff. Football Fan Chat with Colin and Kieran, and there's 2 more. Absolutely, Danny. Absolutely, I'm looking forward to it. I'm in London tonight. Came down on the train today. I'm absolutely knackered, but that's just been my life the last few days. It's just been like live stream podcast. I think last night I went to bed after 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was up at 6 o'clock, and then I went out for a run, get the train down here, and that's it. Hi, Cobby. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Football Fan Chat. No, there were no Liverpool fans at Anfield, no locals. And the only local guy I could find, he was on the run from. It looked like he was on the run from the police. Plans for tomorrow? Really don't know. Football Fan Chat. Tomorrow, it's going to be. I'll suck it and see. Obviously, I'm on my own. There'll be some videos coming out. Maybe. Hi, Steve Black. Hope you're well. And a little bit of experimentation. I think that's all I'm going to say. A little bit of experimentation. I don't want to be doing the same things as last year because this is a new year. Want to move on. Absolutely want to move on. Do I look fat in this? I absolutely want to move on this year and do other things. That's why we're doing the women's football, EDS, disability, walking football, different things, doing all sorts of different things. And the live streams, we've changed the format of the live streams. So it's, we get guests on. It's not simply me talking and my opinion and you guys writing. We've had Mike James on, we've had Mike Long, and we've had Bernard. And there are more other people in the wings who will come on from time to time. I'll get some more of you guys on from time to time. Not just City fans, it'll be other fans, Liverpool fans, whatever, and they'll come on and have a chat. I might. The problem with live streaming at Wembley, Danny, after the game, you do not get a signal. You do not get a signal, a phone signal or a Wi-Fi signal. You get nothing right outside the ground. I mean, what I normally have to do is walk most of the way down Wembley Way to get a weak signal, or walk 5-10 minutes away from Wembley. Bang, you got perfect signal. You can do your stuff. So it might be that I'm going to have to be. I won't be able to live stream from outside Wembley, and I have to walk away. And people will be asking, did you actually go to Wembley? Hi, Bernard. Hope you're well, mate. Football Fan Chat. Andy's got an 8 mate. Others are going with him. Well, Football Fan Chat. When we used to go, I'm not going to say much. She's only going to be a guest. When we used to go, there used to be a lot of us going. From one guy would get the tickets for everybody. I would get my own, but we'd go with the lads. And Rob's probably going with his family or mates or whatever. So good luck to them. Good, Cubby. I hope. But the Dortmund, are they going to bottle it again? Are they going to collapse like last season? I know you can't do a 9 o'clock Football Fan Chat. I suspect Football Fan Chat, it might be when school starts again. When the school starts, my kids will be at school and they'll be doing their activities. So I get more early evenings free. Right now, I really haven't got time. I've been running around like a crazy person. So I think when the school starts again, my kids will be at school or doing sports, and I'll have a bit more time to, I won't say relax, but to think properly. Right now, I'm just running from one crisis to the next. Not crisis, but from one really important thing to the next. It's like today, I got back in London. My mother-in-law was visiting, so she saw her off at the station. Come back, had something to eat, and I'm here. Yeah, see the Sani thing probably will go to the wire. But the good thing is Sani's there. Sani's in London, so that's I think the really important thing. I couldn't get StreamYard to work on my phone, Football Fan Chat. I don't know why. Maybe there's something else with it, because I tried it once on my phone and it said I could only do it from my laptop. I thought I could do it from the phone. Mike James, great news. Cancelo coming in. Looks like it. On Chrome, I did it, Football Fan Chat. It wouldn't work. I tried it on Chrome and it came up with the same problem. It said it would only let me do it on my laptop. I don't know. It's just what it said. Yeah, well, let him go, Football Fan Chat. I'm going with myself. Yeah. Look, I'm used to it. I'm used. I went to about 15 or 16 away games last season, mostly on my own. So because I'm used to it, so it's not a big deal. I don't really need to go around with a load of lads. Bernard Cancelo's not confirmed, but look, a couple of days ago, Juventus came back to City to say, look, let's do this deal that they'd already rejected. So they came back to us. And Danilo's not going tomorrow. Oh, he's not here. He's not here in London already. We're already here. So Danilo's not here. It's been reported in the papers that they've agreed to contracts for Danilo to go there. Cancelo's already agreed at City. He's not going to be a problem getting paid by City. And it's just a matter of, early next week, the job will be done. Football Fans, Lee Gunner, he's got a great channel. Wow. Lee Gunner, to be honest, don't like him. I mean, everybody's got a difference of opinions. I don't like him. I never have. I saw him in earlier days on Arsenal Fan TV, and I never took to him. I never took to him. And the other Lee, I forgot his name now. I interviewed him last year. The guy who owns, I think he has a dry cleaners. I paid 20 or 30 quid Football Fan Chat. I got the cheapest tickets because I was getting tickets for other people. I got the cheapest in case I got let down, and actually, I ended up with all the tickets, but I'm passing them around. Lee Judges, that's the I like Lee Judges. He's all right. Yeah, Bernard, 80 quid, robbed at 80 quid. But look, the Liverpool, I've heard Liverpool fans couldn't get tickets cheap. They couldn't get them. I was lucky because obviously I got season card. I could get my tickets nice and early. So I got whatever the cheap. I can't remember what I paid now. I've got my tickets in my bag. I'm not going to go. I'm having a quick look to see if I can get. Just give us a sec. Have a look to see if it says on the ticket what I paid. Here we go. Paid, guys. I'll just get my tickets out. Usually we'll say on the ticket what you paid. Oops, can't find it. Ooh, that would be really funny if I've got here without my tickets. Bear with me. Starting to panic. No tickets. Get the papers out. Panic stations, guys. No tickets. Big panic stations. No tickets. Got all the papers, but no tickets. It's got to be in the bag somewhere. Oh dear. Hey. What a live stream this has been. 4 beautiful tickets. I don't think it says. There you go. 4 tickets. I'm just trying to see if it says how much I paid. I paid 20 quid a ticket. So I'll be somewhere miles up in the gods, but I'm used to that. See you, Football Fan Chat. Have a good evening. Yeah, look, Football Fan Chat. I'll be there 11, 12 o'clock, probably by 12. Lee Bradbury. Wow. Chris, take it easy, mate. Look after yourself. Steve Black, the tickets are here. I knew I'd packed them, but what had happened, all the other paperwork that you get You know, like from City, you get the FA's guide to the Community Shield there. You get other stuff. All that was there together. My tickets weren't there. What had happened? They just fallen into another part of the bag. So let's get through the business, because I think I want some sleep tonight. I want to get. I've got. Fortunately, I on the train. I did 4 videos on the train in terms of which I've just done, just shot. So I've got to edit that, and that will go up tomorrow before I leave. So I reckon 10 o'clock, 10:30, I'll have that video up tomorrow, and I might even have another video where, as I wake in London, get ready for a really big game. Yes, Steve, it would have been a big problem, because there's nothing you could do then. They will not issue you tickets at the stadium. And I've got other people coming, because they're not just for me, they're for 3 other people. And if you're coming from Manchester all the way here to some idiot who's left, I'd have had to buy them tickets off touts, which would not have been very good. Anyway, it's a little bit of fun, a little bit of excitement for the evening. I have a quick drink because I'm very, very tired today. What do you mean, Bernard? When I'm decent, I'm not going to come on and do a live stream when I wake up, mate. No chance. That really put people off. No, the plan is get up, have a nice run, try and get 5 or 6 miles in if I can. My legs are gone. I've run the last 4 days. I'm getting slower and slower and slower. I mean, basically, you know, I'm just about walking pace. I certainly weren't kidding you, Steve Black. I was telling myself, I know they're there. I know I packed them. But look, I've taken a load of papers out. Look at all these papers I've taken out. I've taken a load of papers out, taken a load of pads out as well that I write on. Loads of stuff. Tell you what I got today. It's a great live streamer. 2, 3 season cards. I picked them up in Manchester when I went up last week, and I brought them down to show me, you know, my kids. This is what you get in the pack as well. Got a little pin badge. My kids, I want to swap because they got these nice little Man City notebooks, and I'll show you what else you get. So in the season, you get this the book. You can see that. That's 125 moments from Man City. What else do you get in there? Oh, some rubbish about hospitality. Got a scarf, which I will be wearing tomorrow, and a laptop bag. So I've got that. So I will be wearing the scarf. I'll keep that scarf out because I'll be wearing that tomorrow to show that I'm a season card holder. You know, I paid me money, paid me dues to be a season card holder. So I want to. You can, you know, when I do, I'll let you into a secret. When I do interviews with people, if I see them wearing a scarf that represents that they're a season card holder, I want to talk to them because I know they're a fan, a decent fan who basically goes to games. Come up and say hi, Chris. Come up and say hi. I will be. I was going to say a word that I can't use, especially my wife sitting over there. I will be everywhere on Wembley Way tomorrow. If I'm feeling good, if I'm feeling well, I'm going to be everywhere. If I get a good run in the morning, have some nice water, have a nice hot bath, cup of coffee. I might do another video in the morning. If I'm feeling good, I'm going to kill it. I'm going to be up and down that Wembley Way. You know, other people can have 8 people. I'll be on my own. It'll be fantastic. I have my mates supporting me. It's going to be really good. And thanks. You know, look, I always say this. Thanks to you guys. You know, without you, I spoke to tonight. You know, really nice guy, Gary. You'll hear him tomorrow on my preview. And let's look at Bernard's a bit run down. Chopped tomatoes and brown bread followed 6 pieces of milk. Oh, Bernard Dineen. Oh, that's the Milky Bar. I tell you what, the Milky Bars are on you, mate. I think we both know that's not what you should have had, was that Milky Bar. But to be honest, I killed it today. I had, I'll tell you what I had. I had a load of fruit on the train. It's probably not the best idea because I was starving by the time I got here. I had a couple of pears, a couple of bananas. I think 3 bananas today, a couple of small peaches, maybe something else. I can't remember now, and a bit of about a litre of water. But when I met my missus and the lads and my mother-in-law, I was starving, so I had half a sandwich, a few crisps, which I really want to avoid the crisps, and then for dinner I just had a soup with the excuse me, because my lad wouldn't have his soup, he didn't like it. I had to have his share, so I had a little bit more than I would have liked. But anyway, there you go. Steve, Sane will go this week if you don't stand. Could well go, Steve. And to be honest, I'm at a lot of fans are at that stage where we don't care. And yes, he's a wonderfully exciting talent, wonderful. He's got so much potential, but he's not delivering. He's not doing what Pep needs, and he's not bigger than Pep, and he's not bigger than the club. So whatever Pep goes for, whatever he does, I might be disappointed if Sane goes, but we move on. City have always moved. Look, Company's gone, we move on. Zabaleta went, we moved on. Yaya went, we'd already moved on before he went. Hart went, we move on as a club. Silva's going to go at the end of the season, we'll be sad, we'll move on. Aguero might go end of next season, we'll be sad, we'll move on. I'm not going to cry about it. He's not a legend at City. He could have been a legend at City, but he's got to pull his finger out. Callum, are you coming to Wembley for the game, mate? Or are you watching it on the box? Oh, Bernard Denin. Bernard, I'll have to cook for you one day. Cook a nice meal. I'll cook you some lentils. Are you allowed to eat lentils and rice, Bernard? Or you're off the carbs? It's one of my mates. He said he's allowed 50 grams of carbs a day. Basically, he's not allowed carbohydrates. Wow, I couldn't live like that. It's very hard. Wow. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes it happens, Bernard. You fall off the wagon, but the best thing is to get back on the wagon as soon as you can. No chance, Steve. I'm back on the wagon. I fell off the wagon today. I'm back on the wagon tomorrow. The plan is run hard, drink lots of water, and have butter before that's probably the best idea. Have a couple of shredded wheat before I go to the game about 11 o'clock. I'll have nothing to eat before that, just a couple of cups of coffee and maybe a couple of litres of water. Hi, Video. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, the thing is, Bernard, I used to love fruit, and it's really hard to eat fruit now. I really struggle to eat fruit. I really do. But I have to force myself. You have to force yourself. The best thing to eat is citrus fruits, I think, because obviously for vitamin C. But you have to force yourself to have some fruit. How many pairs is it a pair? A couple of pairs are a pair, mate. Absolutely, Callum. No one's bigger than the club or the manager. Even the manager isn't bigger than the club. Yeah, Bernard, Bayern just want to pay peanuts. They're used to doing that in Germany, getting people on a free or getting them on the cheap. City don't have to sell Leroy Sané. We don't have to. City are the sort of club, if we choose to bench, leave him, out grazing in a field for 2 years, we don't care. As a business, I think we do. But if we were pushed, we could do that. Absolutely, Steve. We won't replace him. When we do, if I think what's going to happen this season, that will give Gabby Jesus more chance to play on the left. It will also give the likes of Adrian Benabi a chance to play on the left. Ian Pavado Ocampo, he can play as well. Some of the younger players will get their chance. Now, if any of them really take their chance, then we won't be signing somebody on the left next season. I don't think we will. I don't think we need to. If one of the kids, like Pavado Ocampo, like Adrian Benabi, step up. If any of them step up, Gabby Jesus, steps up and plays really well on the left-hand side, we will not need to. I'm not going to worry about it. Video. Laporte didn't. Yeah, Laporte's injured, mate. Danilo's going to Italy by the looks of things. I don't. I've said all along, video. As soon as Laporte was injured, you've got to say we don't want any of the Argentinians or the Brazilians or Mahrez to be playing tomorrow. At least not start. Maybe come on for 10 minutes at the end, but certainly not start. Okay, and then you got Eric. Then I say, okay, who else can go? Well, Danilo's gone. If Danilo hadn't gone, maybe I got to start with Danilo. Fernandinho's not there, so who's left? We're not going to put Walker there, even though he's played it a couple of times. We're not going to put Walker there, like for England. We will not put Walker there. So we'll get Eric Garcia and Taylor Howard-Bellis and Otamendi. Why would you play Otamendi? Yeah, I know you want to win the game. Why would you take the risk? If he's injured, Laporte's injured for next week as well. Otamendi's out as well. You're left with Stones. And then you're going to be struggling. Do you put Fernandinho? When Garcia had gone on preseason, I would have said Eric Garcia and Stones. But now, it's a big risk. Stones and Taylor Howard-Bellis. I think the young kid deserves his chance to start tomorrow. Excuse me. I think he deserves a chance to start tomorrow. Pep's trusted him on preseason. He's played half a game with Laporte, half a game with Stones. I think he's good to go. I said this as soon as Laporte was injured. I said Taylor Howard-Bellis. Steve, look, everything's bad for your teeth. Nothing's bad for your teeth. If you have your citrus fruits, drink some water or eat some cheese afterwards. Best thing is drink some water. Yeah, you can't clean your teeth afterwards. Drink some water. That will get rid of the acid from your teeth. You've had your citrus. Your citrus is in your belly. The juice is in your belly. A little bit's on your teeth. Drink some water. Wash your mouth out with water if you want, but drink a lot of water. That gets your teeth, gets rid of the acid. You're in Scotland. Where about? I hope you're in the Highlands or the Islands or something like that, mate, or whatever. Or maybe in Edinburgh for the Fringe. Your keyboard's going nuts. Well, it's going tons if it's going to write tons instead of nuts. Vidya, should we play Sterling as a striker? I think Sterling as a striker tomorrow. No way should we be playing Jesus and Aguero. No way. You do not want to injure somebody before the season starts. Even though we want to win the game, Sterling will play up top. The keeper's out. I couldn't watch that. I'm really gutted about the keeper because I wanted to go and watch it when the previews were coming out, and I think it was a 15, so I couldn't take my kids. And because my wife was in London, I had to go. I couldn't go on my own and leave my kids at home. So I wanted to go to one of the premieres or the pre-showings or whatever they call them, and I couldn't simply because it was a 15. I thought it might be a 12 for me, so I could have wangled that. But when it's a 15, nah. Yeah, Bernard, it is a concern, but it depends how long Laporte's out for. I think that's it. And if we have got a problem, what do we do? If Laporte's out for 3 months, I don't think he's going to be. I think it's just the point was he's out for 1 game, possibly 2. And I'm just looking at my wife because it looks like she's eating pistachios. Pistachios, and she's guess what, guys? She's eating pistachios. She's not sharing. She's not sharing the pistachios with me. Yeah. Some wife, eh? Some wife. She's eating the pistachios on her own. Anyway. No, see, look. Oh, you might have seen that. You might have seen that. She threw one on my bonds. She threw a pistachio on my bonds. You might not be able to hear that, but she's laughing her head off. I think she threw one pistachio at my head and it hit me on the head. Apparently I didn't catch it. Even though I wasn't looking, I didn't catch it. So it's my fault it hit me on the head. Anyway, the thing is, Dog, Danilo, has he started 22 games for City, 22 league games in 2 seasons? He's not played enough. Yeah, some of that's because he's been injured, but he's not played enough. And at Juventus, apparently, he's going to play more. So he's going to play games. He's won a lot of stuff already in his career. He's won 2 Champions Leagues. He's won 2 Premier Leagues, 2 Carabao Cups, and an FA Cup. He's won plenty of stuff in his career already. So maybe he just wants to play more. He's, 28 years old? He wants to play more football. Steve, Garcia could come in. But Garcia, even though he's a great talent, great prospect, good temperament. You know, he played in the under-19s Euros in Spain, for Spain, sorry, when they won. And the issue Bellis has, I'll go for him. Vidya, Vidya, where you been, man? Where you been, Vidya? The title of the stream is Cancelo to sign for City. Bernard's no way we get 85. I'd be really disappointed if we don't get at least 90 points, Bernard. Really disappointed. Fourth Jenna Papa selling up top? Absolutely, mate. Yeah, it's a 15, Bernard. I say I couldn't take my kids, so I couldn't watch it at the cinema. Vijay Hakumar is available, while Mane is still unavailable for them, despite the fact that both played in the AFCON final. Didn't they both just play there? Mahrez won it. He won it with Algeria, and Mane lost it. I'm just being silly, guys. Mahrez isn't available to play. He's back for training. He's in training, but he's not ready to play. Watch channel? I have no idea. Fortune Papa, probably Sky. Now, so I'll be watching it live. So I've not actually looked to see where the game will be. My wife's giving me 2 nuts, 2 tiny nuts, generous 2 nuts. Yes, my friend Bernard says you're nuts for throwing that at me. BT Sport for Chris. Yeah, Emerick Laporte's injured. Danilo's not travel because he's going to go to Juventus, and we're going to get Cancelo. Pep loves for an absolute video. Pep said he's the best player he's ever seen. Please, Steve, no Isco. I've had enough of this Isco because all those times we were going to have a disco with disco, and it was whatever we're going to say. ISCO. You need to go back to remember. So, Isco, his time's gone. I don't know, Bernard. I haven't been looking. Who Anderlecht's supposed to be? Oh, they were getting another player now. I forgot who it was. Half decent players going over to Anderlecht from England. Yeah, Cancelo's played both full-back positions. So, well, Steve, it's going to be interesting. Cancelo's 22 years old. He's apparently going to cost us Danilo plus about 30 million. I think we offered 30. They want 35. It's not much. It's going to happen. And very interesting. I have no idea, video. I'll be honest, I paid no attention to Liverpool in pre-season. I saw their scores, some of them. I didn't even know what some of the scores were. So I have no idea. I think they were, probably because the thing is, Klopp wants to win. Everybody wants to win this game because it's like a marker. It's a marker. Yeah, sorry, my mistake. It's 25. It's not 22. And where I got 22 from. Sorry, Steve. So, Chris Welcher's lineup: Alisson, Alexander, Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Henderson, Wijnaldum, Salah, Firmino, Shaqiri. Wow. That's the best team that Liverpool. That's a strong team, mate, Chris. That's pretty much everybody apart from Sadio Mane. Vidya says if signing leaves and we didn't sign his replacement this season, then there might be non-homegrown. Vidya, no. Maybe that's City's plan all along to get rid of to keep the mango. And my missus is still eating these pistachios. She's got headphones on, so she can't hear me asking for more pistachios. Because once you pop, you can't stop. So let's go through some news, guys. I'm going to rattle through. If I can find some news, I'll rattle through it. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's go through some bits and pieces, guys. Well, boring news, but Lucas Nemecha has gone. I don't want to listen to that. Lucas Nemecha, yeah. So he's gone to Wolfsburg on loan. I might even be able to watch Lucas when I'm in Wolfsburg in October. I will be looking out for that. It's find a game. The problem is when I'm in Wolfsburg, I'm working all day long. I'm working solid for 9 days. I can't go and watch any games, so I'm going to be checking out that in Wolfsburg. I'll try and go to a game. But anyway, he signed on a season-long loan. I said it to you last week, the week before. He's not going to be sticking around at City. People thought he might be third choice striker. I said no, he's going to go out on loan somewhere and probably be sold. Last season he was on loan at Preston. He's 20 years old, and he's I think he's a half German or born. He was certainly born in Germany, and he switched from the England under-21 to Germany under-21. So he said it's been my goal to play in the Bundesliga for quite some time, and thus to be able to play in the country of my birth. So he was born there. Nemecha told Wolfsburg's website. I'm all the more pleased that I moved to Wolfsburg has now worked out because I have all that's required here to develop myself at the highest level and the best possible way and fully exploit my potential. Wolfsburg sporting director Marcel Schäfer added, Lucas is a young and well in the last season in the second English league and in the international of the under-21 national team and made himself noticed. We are very happy that he's taken the next step in his career with us. So Nemecha, he was 9 years old when he joined the City's academy, and that was 10 years back. And he's been there for 10 years. He made his senior debut in the EFL Cup quarterfinal against Leicester a couple of seasons back. Premier League debut against West Ham as a substitute. That was in our Centurion season in April. And then he had an appearance off the bench against Brighton the following month. So that was another Centurion season. The loan spell at Preston, he played 44 games, only 4 goals. So it's not been great. But anyway, good luck to the lad. And I'll make a note of Nemecha, and I'm going to try and go and watch him play next season. Let's go back to your comments and see where we're up to. He'll miss that, Steve. I don't know if you're talking about me. I'm here. I saw it. Hey, I don't mind, Chris. 10 views from the Goons. Hey, it's great. Anyway, let's not worry about it. Are they both German, the brothers? Yeah, you got Lucas and Felix Nemecha. Felix is still at City, and for the last couple of years, I've heard that he's the better prospect of the two. Vijay's asking if Liverpool play the front three of Salah, Firmino, and Shaqiri. Who's the left winger? As well, Shaqiri and Salah are both left-footed. I'd be interested in what you say there. Let's go back to some more Liverpool news. Okay, let's talk about the class that is Pep. Now, when Liverpool won the Champions League, Pep spoke to Klopp on the phone. Pep was speaking to Lee Nobbs, okay, who is the head physio at Liverpool. He used to be at City. And Lee Nobbs was there after the Champions League game, and he gave the phone to Klopp, and it was Pep. And Pep said there was simply a lot of respect between the pair, and it was a nice moment. And so, he said, I don't know who called who, but Lee obviously worked with him at City. It was a nice moment. We talked about what a great season it was. We had a few jokes. We were both obviously in a good mood. So there you go. Pep has class. I wonder if Jurgen rang Pep to congratulate him on winning the Premier League. Somehow, I doubt it. Where are we up to, guys? I feel like a slob, sitting down like that. Very fidgety today. Boateng brothers play for different. I think they were half brothers to Boatengs, weren't they? Hi, Sea-Dog, hope you're well. I don't know if this Danilo thing is a thing. Maybe we let Sani go and just buy Cancelo for the money they have. No, it won't happen, Sea-Dog. Danilo is finalised everything with Juventus, I think by Tuesday, Cancelo will be a City player. With Mexico, Nabil Tuatsi will be our third choice. Like possibly Vidya. He's an option, definitely an option. And I think he's got more potential than Lucas Demetra. Vidya, Klopp's playing mind games. Like I said, it doesn't make any difference whether your teams play mind games. It makes no difference. You know, with all the mind games and everything that was going on last season, we won 14 games on the bounce. It doesn't make any difference. Yeah, Steve. He's always full of excuses. You know, the wind and the. I know. Let's not bother. He's always full of excuses. Aye. Can anybody tell us what the two Futcher brothers were called without checking, without being Bernard? Can anybody tell us who the two Futcher brothers were? Well, Steve, like you've really chopped my legs off. I put my quiz out there and you've whacked the quiz and it's got into touch already. Bernard, yes, there is VAR tomorrow. There will be, we can use 6 substitutes as well. 6 substitutes tomorrow. I don't know if you can hear that. My wife's got music going in the background. And knowing my luck, it'll come through. And my YouTube video will be taken down for this music. 27 guys on, 28 guys. I hope I've got 28 likes, guys. But something tells me I haven't. 14 likes? You're having a laugh, guys. Just going to see how my video is doing because I did a cracking video, a couple of videos out earlier today. If you haven't seen them, guys, I've got 2 football finance videos out at the moment. I did a video with Colin Savage and Kieran Maguire. And yeah, the first one for me, I think it's done really well. Over 400, nearly 450 views. Second one, the first one went out this morning. Second one went out this afternoon, late afternoon, is way behind, 155, but it went out quite late. And yeah, that first one's doing really well. You know, I think it's a decent video. A lot of good information for non-finance people, talking about financial fair play, what role financial regulation has in football. Second video was about net spend. The third video that I think I'll put out tomorrow morning will be talking about Manchester City and the UEFA investigation and Liverpool and why we believe they haven't spent any money this summer. I think that's quite interesting. Some different viewpoints. Obviously, none of us are Liverpool fans, but we kind of come to the same conclusions between the three of us. And then the fourth video might come out on Monday, which is talking about other stuff, which is talking about gambling in football and betting companies, talking about fans putting pressure on owners and boards for success. So check them out, guys. Check them out. Goku 20 Bayern lost to Dortmund. Very good. Good to hear. I think lots of City fans are happy now. We might take a closer, not much closer attention to the Bundesliga, but we'll look at the results to make sure Bayern are losing every week. That'd be fantastic. Hi, The Bill, ABC TV. Only 15 likes. Very tight out there, guys. I got 27 views. Thanks, Bernard. You're a star. Absolutely, Steve. Look, we know why they're here, and we know why we get the dislikes. We know sometimes I get. Cancelo didn't play any preseason with us this season, unlike Angela and Rodri, so he might take. He's going to take time to settle in, and I'm not worried because look, on the right we've already got Walker. Okay, on the left we've got Zinchenko and Mendy to come back in September. I'm not worried right now. For me, Cancelo is a backup. And then maybe in the second part of the season, if he's good enough, he'll take over somewhere. Bernard, I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, and the nicest, sweetest thing Still gets dislikes. So sad. Yeah. But look, the thing is, one of the worst things is, I mean, you get dislikes. Yeah. People come across a video and dislike it. Okay. But it's the people who have subscribed to the channel as soon as the live stream. Look, it's not a big surprise that I do 9 o'clock live stream almost every single night. Yeah. It's not a surprise that I do it. So people know 9 o'clock. I've seen people who subscribe to the channel, do not contribute at all, but used to contribute heavily and interact with me heavily on the other channel. And suddenly I don't get that, guys. You contributed so heavily, you're always chatting, and then you subscribe here and you don't chat at all. Wonder what that's for. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, John, doesn't matter, mate. Doesn't matter. Yeah, Fidji, I was going to talk about that. Aaron made 2 mistakes. Were they both mistakes? What was he unlucky with the cross, or did he actually make a real bad error? Hi, Killer Manila. Hope you're well. Goku, do I think signing was it's honestly, I've got to sit on the fence. It's very hard because he's not, said anything. He's not given an indication. Include him with as much as possible preseason games, especially in the Puma advertising and marketing campaign for the new kits. But he's not said yet. He's not signed a contract. He's not said anything. Bayern Munich have done their charm offensive. Honestly, I don't know. Vidya, will Grimmy go on loan like Munich? Will be third choice. Well, either Grimshaw or Bazunu. Gavin Bazunu will be third choice, in my opinion. I think it could be Grimshaw. He was last season, and I think that was a season too soon. Yeah, but I think one of those two will be, and the other one will probably go out on loan. Could be one plays in the EDS, one is a third choice, but it's more likely one is third choice and plays in the EDS. Chris, do you think Maguire will hit or miss? Miss. Everybody's a miss. Some news a few days ago to say apparently the Portuguese press had said City offered 12 million euros for Almada. His club, Vallis Sarsfield, wanted 16 million, and City said we're not going to pay that. It's gone. Deal's over. Hi, Bernard. Pep said signing was close to signing a contract a month ago, and now he isn't. So you got to read that as you will. Why were you so close and now you're not close? What's happened? Steve, what's become of the other goalkeeper? Which one? That Riesga? Steve, you're talking about Riesga? Was it Riesga? The Eibar keeper who we couldn't get unless we release, because we haven't got the non-homegrown spots. And I will ridicule those people. I will ridicule those people who were bigging up this Riesga, doing lots of YouTube videos about him, trying to make out the transfer market, and they never wanted to cross. It's like pulling in your, it's clickbait. It's clickbait, pulling in people on the back that we've got this guy. I've done a video on this guy, but actually, in reality, once Claudio Bravo said I'm not going, we only had two choices. Either Claudio Bravo is not included on the squad list, yeah, or we don't get a non-homegrown player. So looks like we're not getting the non-homegrown player and keeping Claudio Bravo. Once that happened, we haven't got spaces in our team to bring people in on Riesca. And I said that from the start. I said, I'm surprised that we do this and have 3 non-homegrown keepers. I said, I'll be shocked. What the way to do it is have one kid as your third choice keeper, and that would be someone like Grimshaw. Someone under 21, doesn't count to your squads, doesn't count to your homegrown or non-homegrown. You ignore them. So I know all those guys. How you doing, mate? Cancelo is gonna happen. Now, Vidya, Arsenal should have signed Mangala. I said that. Maybe Bernard. Maybe look, 400 grand a week. But I said it. I said it on a podcast. I said it yesterday or day before. What's the difference between 200 and 400 grand a week? Okay, it's a big deal. It is a big difference, but let's be honest. If you're earning 10 million a year, isn't that enough? That's just his wages at City. It's not about his boot deal and all of the sponsorship he's got. I mean, that 10 million a year could become 50. Leroy Sané could be earning 15 million a year. Isn't that enough? Play football for footballing reasons. Manchester, UK, NYG. Cheers, mate. I'm glad you like them. There's two more coming up. The third one will be out tomorrow. That will be the UEFA FFP investigation. And the other part in that was about Liverpool and why we believe Liverpool haven't spent any money in this transfer window. Vidya is 35 million plus to sign Cancelo. Good deal. I think City want to pay 30. Juventus want 35. I don't know where we'll meet. City can still play hardball, so I think I'm tempted to believe we'll pay 30. Whatever. Danilo, we got him for I think 26 million, so that comes up to the valuation that Juventus wanted of about 60 million euros. So it's all right. Cricket on a knife edge. I've not seen the scores since Australia were 3 down, Bernard. So I'll have a quick look. It looked like getting Steve Smith out is the key. So Australia 34 runs ahead, 7 wickets in hand. It is evenly balanced, Bernard. Evenly balanced. Steve, imagine it on Sané. Absolutely, they're going to be on his back. Not only have they paid a lot of money, and as I said before, I hope City stick to that 135, 137 million quid. I hope they stick to it. Always cheating. That's right, Bernard. No, Chris. I've said if we get more than 90 points, I'll be happy. It's a funny one because we've got KDB back, and Pep said he'll, and I think he will. I think KDB will take us to another level, but I don't know. You always need that bit of luck, and who knows what we're going to get. Yeah, I agree with Bernard. I'd say 90 to 95. I think 95 points will win it this season. Goku, the problem is, look, so many people have said so many things. You cannot trust anybody. So I'm decided to trust nobody. You can't trust anybody. Let's go through some more stories. So, yeah, he's a Liverpool reporter for the Liverpool Echo, okay? And he was talking about the truth about Pep Guardiola's transfer claims, okay? And this is interesting. Pep talked about last year's net spend and said it was 17 million. Now, Ian Doyle come out and said, okay, this is not, but listen to this. To the net spend of last term, which Guardiola claims is 17 million. Ian Doyle says, and while the actual number is 22 million, he's not a million miles away. But Ian Doyle doesn't back it up. He makes a statement, no evidence, no proof. He doesn't back it up at all. I wrote to him. I asked him, can you split that up? Can you back up that claim? Yeah? Can you back it up? He's not replied. I don't expect him to reply. So he tried to dissect what Pep said. And they just go on and on and on about net spend. Watch the video we put out. It is nothing. It means nothing. It means nothing. I'd love to get him on with the guys we had, Colin and Kieran Maguire, who'd have ripped him from limb to limb. They'd have ripped him to pieces if he tries to talk about net spend, because net spend means nothing. It's got nothing to do with anything. Nothing. So, yeah, absolute rubbish pants. Last thing I'm going to say is what Pep said. Is Pep talking about Man City's success? He said, to be remembered outside England, you have to win in Europe. So, obviously, he wants to win in Europe. He said so. So what he said. To be remembered outside England, you have to win in Europe. It is an important tournament and and gamble everything I have in my pocket on 7 games. I want to be happy for 11 months, and the Premier League makes me happy. Every game in the league and the cups, when we win, I'm happy after them. I go to a restaurant feeling better. Why am I going to wait until February for 7 games and put everything on black? That is too risky. The Premier League is always the most important thing because it is every weekend. In the Champions League, many things can happen in 1 or 2 games, and normally when you have history behind you, that helps a lot. A little sneaky dig there. We will be closer to achieving in Europe when we have more Premier League titles. That is the nice process and the right process to do at Manchester City. But if I could take one thing now, it would definitely be the title. There you go. And Pep's right. You know, to win the Champions League, basically, is you got to win. You got to succeed over 7 games. Premier League is 38 games. Yeah, but only 64, man. Only 64. A Joe Longton. City's in 11. Pep will start Walker. Until Cancelo's up to speed, it's going to be Walker. Yeah, Manchester UK NYG. You wouldn't guess, you know, he's a lot older than me, Kieran. Well, not 6 years older than me. But yeah, we had a great time because we spent together somewhere in the region of about 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. So it's very good. Can you imagine if you're 120, Bernard? You'd be a bag of bones, mate, like me. Right, guys, I think that's going to be it because I've got to get up early. It's 10 o'clock. I want to get up early so that I'm raring to go. I've got a run to do in the morning. Video to do. No rest for the wicked. Yeah, absolutely no rest for the wicked, guys. You take it easy. Enjoy your football tomorrow, guys. I'll do as much work as I can for the channel. Get as much stuff out there. And whatever you do, guys, stay safe. Have a good evening. Have fun watching the footy. And hopefully City will stuff those dippers. Come on, City!